This is breaking news and also a red alert. For those of you that have been following my broadcast, a couple days ago I did a report on Dimona, and I told you that they're in the crosshairs of being attacked. Well, that attack just happened, and I have some paper here that I'm going to read. But before I begin, first I want to say
Dabu 7. This is Dabu 7. You're looking at missiles incoming over Tel Aviv. If they've been hammering the area in parts of Israel, now looking very reminiscent to Gaza. We have big moves being made here. The Natanz nuclear site has been struck and hit. They're saying right now no nuclear radiation is coming out, but we're right on the cusp of major disaster. You can see in these clips that Israel looking like Gaza. Huge portions of it destroyed here and leveled. And just chaos. People trying to flee left and right. And in terms of the big situation here with the nuclear plants, it looks like the Natanz nuclear site was struck, but no nuclear radiation detected. They're saying that attacks keep happening on core sites around the nuclear facilities coming from Israel toward Iran, meaning that if something crazy happens, it could happen at any time. We've watched missiles here recently fall all the way up on Temple Mount, 400 yards from the Dome of the Rock. And Iran has responded, hitting inside of Israel and striking Israel's Dimona nuclear facility. They confirm a direct impact of an Iranian missile on a building in the city that houses nuclear research. So this is big time in terms of an escalation. They're even saying out there sometimes you have to escalate to de-escalate. And there's so much going on. It's a very fluid situation. But when you start talking the nuclear stuff, there's no turning back from this. If there was nuclear radiation from one of the strikes, what would they do? This becomes a humanitarian crisis at that point, and we're on the cusp of it. So this is some big time news here. Join me for the live streams where I've got time to talk about this in greater detail. Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, 8 p.m. Eastern, right here on Dabu 77.
They'll ever return to. Tonight, an escalating cycle of attacks. Targeting nuclear sites across the Middle East. An Iranian missile striking the Israeli town of Dimona, home to the nuclear weapons program that Israel has never officially acknowledged. Authorities say more than 30 injured, while a mass casualty event declared in another nearby Israeli city after a direct hit from a ballistic missile. But no damage reported at the Desert nuclear site. Iranian state media says the attack was in response to an airstrike today on Iran's Natanz nuclear base, a hub for uranium enrichment, which was also attacked last year by U.S. B-2 bombers. Iran says there's no sign of any radioactive leak, while the UN's nuclear agency calling for military restraint to avoid any risk of a nuclear accident. Central Command not saying if the U.S. was behind the attack. Its commander giving this update.
Iran has lost significant combat capability over the last 3 weeks.
Of Israel. Overnight, Iranian ballistic missiles slammed into parts of Israel, inflicting the kind of destruction not seen here since the start of the war. Nearly 200 wounded in strikes in the central cities of Dimona and Arad.
Hey, you hear that? Shalom, Jake, shalom. Nearly 200 in Dimona. Now remember, I've been telling Jakes over there, get your ass up out of there. Get up out of there. Okay? Because the Most High land been parted. But you know Jake don't want to listen. So we going to get some scriptures. We going to go and get into it. Joel 3 verse 2. I will also gather all nations and will bring them down into the valley of Jehoshaphat and will plead with them there for my people and for my heritage Israel, whom they have scattered among the nations and parted my land. Yeah, see, that ain't none of their lands. That's our land. But see, we ain't got to do nothing. All we got to do is sit back and wait upon the Lord. Because see, the Most High, he gonna let them smoke each other out. Okay? He gonna let them trade shots. And it's looking crazy as hell the way them missiles coming in from Iran, right? Joel 3 verse 3, and they have cast lots for my people, and they have given a boy for a harlot, and sold a girl for wine that they may drink. And what they do, they sold us into captivity. Okay? You see it's coming out now that all these people, a bunch of pedophiles, witchcraft. They practice witchcraft. They eat babies. Okay? They grape toddlers. And what do you think? It's coming out now that this man, he got a fetish for little boys. You see? And he was known during the ancient time for that. Remember, a lot of them, they wear them bald faces. Okay? Never trust a man with a bald face. Okay? And see, this is what we be talking about. You see, everything's coming out now. You see? Joel 3 verse 4. Yea, what have ye to do with me, O Tyre and Zidon, and all the coast of Palestine? Will you render me a recompense? And if you recompense me swiftly and speedily, will I return your recompense upon your own head? Because you have taken my silver and my gold, and have carried into your temples my goodly pleasant things. The children also of Judah and the children of Jerusalem have ye sold unto the Grecians, that ye might remove them far from their border. Behold, I will raise them out of the place whither ye have sold them, and will return your recompense upon your own head. And hey, everybody's getting ready to receive recompense now. You're living in the last signs of this man's kingdom, the last seconds. All right? And now they're talking about this situation with these nuke plants, man. It's going to get out of hand. Right now, they're not leaking radiation, is what they're saying, but we don't know what's going to happen when they don't have the water, because remember, these water plants been getting hit too. When they don't have the water to cool these plants down, what's going to happen? You see? So yeah, let's go and get into this. Barakathai Hawa, Barakathai Hawashah, Barakathai Hawa, Barakathai Hawashah, Barakathai Hawa, Barakathai Hawashah. Call her Lord Yahweh, Bashem Yahweh, Bashem Rakahakodash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of GMS. Shalom and salutations to those who teach the likewise doctrine. Shalom to the Akim and the Aquab. Shalom to the scattered Israelites across 4 corners of the planet. May the Most High and the Son be with you during these trying times. Because, yeah, things are amping up. And see, don't expect it to, it may slow down a little bit, but you know that these people, they're greedy as hell. So with these oil prices going up, once everything go up, they don't like to bring the price down. Okay? They steal all the time. That's a way of them price fixing, price gouging, and stealing. This is what this man does. Okay? But with these nuke plants, don't be surprised if something crazy happens. All right? And it's going to lead to a major, major, major disaster. If Trump blow up all them plants like how he's saying, you think it ain't going to affect them nuke plants and stuff? Of course it is. Okay? Ezekiel 7 verse 26. This is the NIV. Calamity upon calamity will come, and rumor upon rumor they will go searching for vision from the prophet. Priestly instruction in the law will cease. The council of the elders will come to an end. You see that? That's why we telling you. You just about there, Jake. They be shadow banning brothers' videos. You know. Here it is. You've been subscribed to brothers' pages for years, like GMS Vegas Sit Down. Been subscribed to him for a minute. I literally got to go through a maze to find his videos. Okay? We're going to read this in the NLT. Now let's go with the Berean Standard. It say disaster upon disaster will come, and rumor after rumor. Then they will seek a vision from a prophet, but instruction from the priest will perish, as will counsel from the elders. You see that? You just about there, Jake. This can turn to a serious calamity. Let's keep going.
Iran hit southern Israel near its nuclear site, hours after a strike on Iran's Natanz facility, and Trump sends an ultimatum to Iran. Here's what happened.
Now, this looks bad. Now, I'm quite sure that they didn't put a lot of these fires out, but eventually it's going to come a time, because of this constant fighting, it's going to be nobody to put these fires out, man. Okay? And this is going to lead to a serious calamity. And this is what we're talking about. Okay? Now, I'm going to turn the music down because of copyright. Okay? But yeah, man, it's going to come a time where it's going to be nobody to put these fires out, man. Okay? And it's going to get, it's going to be disaster upon disaster. And that's why we're telling you, Jakes, man, you know, seek the Lord while he may be found. Okay? Because eventually, everything's going to go out. This power go out. How you going to be able to find the men of GMS? Okay? How you going to be able to find people that can help you understand the scriptures? Okay? Because, you're going to be stuck with what's in you. Okay? At that time when everything goes down. Okay? Now, this brother right here, he reporting that 5,000 plus sailors and crews have pretty much, you see what it says, unalived in an Iranian attack. Now, there's the fog of war. We don't know everything that's going on, but remember, George Calloway said it has to be at least 1,000, because all them bases that been pretty much made inoperable because they've been being bombed. Them U.S. bases. Now, I don't know exactly how many it is, but you got to remember, this brother know the scriptures. So normally he's on point. So I'll put his link down in the comment section, because there's a lot going on. Okay, we don't know everything, but I know they have been increasing the amount of troops that they sending over there. Okay, so yeah, man. Get your mind right. There's going to be a lot of things going on. Okay? So we're going to play a little bit of this. We're going to get some scriptures and leave it there. And I'll put this video down in the comment section.
Use it again. But I think I got about 5 clips, you know what I'm saying, that we'll go through. You know? So I'm not going to make this intro too long. So let's just go ahead and jump right into it. You know what I'm saying? Without further ado.
So what you're pretty much telling me is we're about to get our ass kicked in this motherfucking war, right? Okay, figured that. Y'all beat this shit. So, guess what I just found out? Before I even get into that, the United States of bullshit is alone. Let me say this one more time for the people in the back. The United States of bullshit is alone, honey. The only backbone that the United States of bullshit have is Israel.
So let's start right there real quick. You know, the only ally basically that America has right now is Israel. You know what I'm saying? In Israel.
Now, I want you, this lady, she points out something real serious that, see, a lot of these people, they're waking up to the truth, man. And they know that they're being lied to. Now, listen to what she says. She makes a good point. Check this out.
Military casualties in their war on Iran. Current U.S. death tolls are reported to be in the single digits, with only 6 confirmed U.S. soldier deaths. But Iranian media claims to have killed over 500 U.S. soldiers. Top Iranian security official Ali Larijani reports 560 U.S. troop casualties, a figure that is not reported in U.S. media. This is, however, being reported outside of the U.S. China's reporting it. Spain is reporting it. But the U.S. military has already accidentally revealed that there are more casualties than they're letting on, with a now deleted job posting. The U.S. Dover Air Base in Denver was actually caught posting and deleting a job notice about a position for shipping the belongings of U.S. military casualties. The personal effects specialist position was posted for urgent hiring, suggesting that there are more casualties than the U.S. government is letting on. And this comes after Donald Trump's comments at Mar-a-Lago this weekend that there will likely be more casualties in the Iran operation, and that's just the way it is. Sounds like they were already aware of there being more deaths, and we're just trying to cover for them. Military casualties.
Yeah, and see, that's what they're doing, okay? And we know, we already knew that, right? But it could be more, okay? It could be more, so I'll share that brother's video down in the comment section. But, yeah, man, as we say, get your mind right, because anything liable to happen, okay? Anything is liable to happen now. And shutdowns are coming. You see what's going on with TSA. They out here, hey, they got goodie baskets. Okay, they got a gift card drive for them. Some of them sleeping in their cars. Some of them may live in homeless shelters. You see how that works? So, hey, this place is falling apart, man. And, hey, sometimes AI, they be on point with their breakdown. Check this out. This 2 Esdras 16 verse 20. But for all these things, they shall not turn away from their wickedness, nor be always mindful of the scourges. It highlights the despite impending divine punishments like famine and plague. Humanity will not repent or learn from these calamities which are sent for correction. It's a key aspect of the verse. Continued wickedness. Despite misery and destruction, humanity persists in iniquity. And the hell with humanity. You Jakes, you better worry about getting right with Yahweh by Shemi Hawashah, because they can't repent. You have a chance to repent. Okay? But they don't. Okay? The heathen don't. Because remember, the time of the heathen is just about fulfilled. Okay? Lack of correction. People fail to remember or learn from the scourges, famine, plague, tribulation meant to correct them. Context of sorrows. This verse is part of a prophecy regarding the beginning of sorrows, where famine, war, and plagues will ravage the earth. You see that? This is where we at. So yeah, we're close, Jake. We're close. Ignoring consequences. The text suggests humanity will quickly forget the punishment and not turn from their sins. And we know, hey, they can't turn from their sins. Okay? But you have a chance to repent. So stay prayed up, Jake. I'll see you again real soon. Call Halal, Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shah, Shalom.
Iranian ballistic missiles slammed into parts of Israel